Welcome back to the podcast. So you're listening to the Traveling Pants of a Single Mom. And of course, I got my girl Tosh. Say, hey girl.
What up?
And Zig couldn't make it tonight, so it's just me and Tosh. What is the topic this week?
The topic is, should you play house before marriage? Like, should you basically, live in with somebody before you actually make that commitment to, be with them forever? You know what I mean? I mean, how do you feel about that? What do you think is best when it comes to that? Do you believe that it's okay to play house before you get married?
I mean, I don't, I think we do it. Most times people do it because of the financial reasons.
Right.
And sometimes it's just, it feels good to live with your significant other, if
easy access,
the financial
assistance, help.
Yeah, like if you have kids, like me, I'm a single mom, so just having that extra help or whatever. I gotta go pick up the kids and dinner need to cook. Maybe you get off and you could cook dinner, and I come home from picking up the kids and do what I'm doing with the kids, and then dinner cook. And, instead of me having to come home and cook dinner. But I don't know. I don't disapprove of it.
Right.
We grew up in, in a Christian home. So we were taught like supposed to.
Right. Why do you think that is though? Like, I mean,
I guess because being in a Christian or religious background, they don't want you to have sex before marriage. How easy is it for you to live with your significant other and not be in there tearing your back out, as Ziggy would say, popping your pussy in a handstand? Like, how easy? You know what I'm saying? That's like temptation at its best.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why it's always I don't live, because I got married at a young age, and I was pregnant when I got married with Taleen. And my grandmother and my mom, we got an apartment together, but they didn't. We paid for it and everything, but after we got married, that's when they let us live in it. They helped me get the apartment. We got like a little 1-bedroom apartment, not a bedroom, 1-bedroom, a studio. And there's a whole room. There's no wall. Right. It's the 4 walls, and they got everything you need.
You turn
and
around
the only separate is the bathroom.
Right.
So we had a studio. So when I was living with my grandmother, and then when we got married, we released off into our own little studio apartment. So, I guess that's what they believe. Even like if I go to my grandmother's house to spend a weekend or something, I'm bringing a boyfriend. It's really not etiquette to
bring somebody else. I know.
Well, you could bring them, but to sleep in the same room.
Sleep in another room.
They need to sleep in another room.
Married? No.
Right.
I mean, but then again, you have there's good things, like you was mentioning, like all the having extra person there financially, being help with financial status and whatever. But then it could also be bad too, though.
Oh, how?
You know what I mean? Like, first of all, you in here taking up my goddamn space. You know what I mean? Like, I need my me time. I mean, too much. Seeing that person too much. I mean, why? I don't know. Maybe there needs to be like a time limit before you actually move in with that person. Because let's say you start dating and you move in maybe 4 or 5 months later, which is relatively
that's
early.
Soon, yeah.
And let's say that could right there be, now you're probably knocking boots.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not really getting to know that person the way you need to know them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's just like it's just too much too soon.
Right.
It's an overload of that person. I don't think I want to see that person. Even though technically if you get married anyway, you live with that person. But I feel like you've gotten time to kind of, know who they are.
Right.
And learn little things about them. When you moving with somebody now, I'm gonna forget about everything else about you. Because you got hair in the sink, you left the seat up, pee is on the floor, You know, those things are irritating. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if I want to live with anybody, period, in my house.
I mean, it goes back to an episode we had a while ago where it compromised because, I mean, you know, once you get married, I mean, when you get married and you decide to live with somebody, it's all a compromise. Y'all gotta learn to work together. Put the toilet seat down. You know, we as a female, we used to you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could get up right now, pitch dark, walk in your bathroom, go pee, and be fine. But then you might live with a dude, and you get up, go in the bathroom, sit on the toilet, and you be in the toilet because they done left the toilet seat up. But I guess you have to learn how to compromise and set, I guess, time to say, well, today I'm gonna do my own thing or whatever.
Right.
And I guess when you move but I guess when you move in so quick, you lose all of that so fast.
Right.
And you don't get to know the person.
Time to appreciate the person, really appreciate and value them.
Or even to learn their ways. You know, like if you move in with somebody after dating for 2 years and y'all say, okay, he proposed, y'all get married, but y'all dated for 2 years. Mm-hmm. Within that 2 years time span, you were able to see the things that you dislike or like,
right?
And where y'all could talk about it and come up with something to say, okay, we're gonna have to do this like this. Like, you cannot this. And within the 2 years, y'all could work on it, you know, smooth it out to see, you know what I'm saying? But when you move in 4 or 5 months into dating, you don't know nothing about the person like that. Every really 4 or 5 months, you just most people showing you the mask, the makeup of who they are. And when they move in, you looking like, okay.
Not only that, but another bad thing is, you know, a lot of people have children, have kids. So when you move in early like that, you also put to me, your kids at risk. You don't know this person like this. You don't know
that, right.
So, you know, I mean, now you got somebody invading not only your space, but you got somebody invading your children's space. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that too can become an issue. Some people actually do it to see that if they blend with the family, if the kids are like them or whatever the case may be. But I mean, I believe it's too soon.
Right.
Now, what would you say to the people now that are basically doing it anyway without marriage and just saying, I'm gonna live with this person, we don't have to be married, and it's just common law?
I mean, everybody,
that's happening a lot
that's now. Common law. Yeah, I mean, everybody to each his own. You know, like, I probably would be living with somebody if I had a dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a dude, so I don't really have you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to say, you know what I'm saying? But I probably would be doing the same. So I really have nothing to say. The only thing is that I just know, like, even based on last week's episode, I just want to try things differently. Right. You know, so it's easy to say that when you ain't got nobody like that. Right. That you would look at and say, okay, you can move in. So right now when I'm in this space, it's probably easy to say, but I do want to try something different. So, but for the people that's doing it, I feel like it's to each his own. If it works for them, they do what they do. But at the same time, is it the right route?
Right thing, yeah.
You know, like, is it the right route to go? To move somebody in for convenience? We talked about this off air one time where your friend said dating is dumb. Because most times people dating and everything that they getting from the person is due to convenience. Like, you know, itself, right. Yeah. If I'm going to date a certain person, I'm going to look at things that I'm lacking. Right. That I feel like, okay, this person could bring this, and this, you know? So, you know, it's just all,
right. You could be dating somebody because, you know, you could be dating somebody, just have them living in your house just because you want to feel that man in your house for protection. Right. Like, I just need that person there. But my God, when they actually get in the house, honey,
it's a different story. It's really not easy.
It's a whole nother story. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing, you know, because I've had a couple relationships where I've lived with people, you know, and thankfully I've had another thing. Oh my God, that they got to be clean. I'm telling you, my God. Thankfully they were clean and we kind of communicated on some stuff, but you know, also things was hard because I have children as well, so it's like that kind of, you know, made an issue. So I learned later on down the line not to make quick movements like that because it affects
the
them
kids,
as well, right? You know what I mean? It affects them, affects their space, whatever the case may be. So, I mean, for me, I would think that it would you want to take time anyway to get to learn that person. And if the person, you know, if your relationship is rocking like that anyway, within a couple years, you should be getting married anyway. So, right. I mean, that's about the timeline, you know?
Do you think moving in and doing a common law or just living together, do you think it take away from the timeline of marriage? Like, because you're basically, once you live with somebody,
it's like
you would marry,
getting the benefits of
so
it.
like the guy, I as a female, I don't think it takes away from a female. Most times we'd be down for the marriage.
You still want the ring,
right? We still want the ring, but for the dude,
for him,
it's like he's getting the benefits. You cooking, cleaning, washing his clothes, shopping, doing whatever, you know, grocery shopping. You doing everything that a wife would do.
Right. So what's the difference?
Right.
And fellas, we definitely want to hear that. Fellas, women, like, I would want to hear what your response would be to that, because, you know what, I mean, if you have somebody that's living with you, that's doing all the essential things that you would have done anyway in a marriage, like, would you even want to, you know?
Yeah, right. What that's most time why they not. Because even look at this. People who say they wait till marriage for sex, because you have a lot. I've noticed a lot of people are doing that now. But the thing that I've noticed, the trend in that is that people are getting married or being proposed to within the year, because the what they want is on the other side of the ring,
right?
You know, other side of the marriage. Right. So if you're waiting to be intimate, the guy, not even just the guy, most times both people want to have sex. So that's one thing I am noticing, though. If you wait, when you wait, you within that year most times, because who gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5 years talk about no sex, you know what I'm saying, before marriage or whatever. So the one thing I do feel like that I've observed, ladies, if we hold out a little bit and kind of like save something, maybe things will kind of go in our favor. Because if we're giving the man everything from the door, we're giving them sex, we live together, we're washing their clothes, cooking, cleaning, you know, doing all the things that a wife would do, we're giving them everything. So what's the benefits, right? So what's the benefits to turn around and get married? Not saying people not doing it, you know, not saying people not living together and then the man proposed, but most times y'all 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years in, and on year 10,
still holding on.
Right, and on year 10, here he comes on his knee, talk about, babe, will you marry me? Or vice versa. Because I see women now proposing to men. So or she probably saying, damn, it's 10 years. Right, let me just go ahead and buy the ring myself. You know what I'm saying?
And women too, they feel like it should be official. If you've been in my house, I'm cooking and cleaning, doing everything for you, why not? Like, what's the big deal about just making it official? We live together already, you know. I mean,
well,
lock it
that's
in.
The thing about
you know what? Because nobody don't want to give half. And now when it's time to argue, when it's arguing time, and it's time for you to get out, what you mean is get out your spot. It's my spot too. So guess what?
You know what? When in my time doing that, I haven't lived with a guy in a while for almost 5 years, But when I used to like be in relationships and we end up living together, I always had my own spot. So if we broke up, they had to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, we had the spot together, like we bought it, you know, got it together, and now everything belongs to both of us. I've always just had my own spot, and if we did do it, they either would move in, and then it's like if we break up, shit, everything in here is mine.
You just stay
down back. You boo, you know, keep it going or whatever. But yeah, I think when we do shack up quick or shack up, it does take away from, I guess, the prize of getting married. And, you know, not saying again that people not doing it, but it's prolonging because.
Right. And that's those are for the people that want to get married anyway, you know.
Yeah, some people don't want to get married. I mean, I want to get married one day. But
me and you both, child.
It's coming, child. It's coming. It's 2020 fitting to come in.
I've seen all these people with rings. Honey.
Girl, all these proposed, my friend.
I want to know if y'all was shacking up before y'all got these rings. I'm seeing everybody.
Not a lot of them.
I was tell me if y'all was shacking up and y'all still got a ring and how long it took you. Because if not, then I guess I'm gonna have to. I guess shacking up ain't so bad, but.
Yeah. I think, like I said, shacking up really takes away. I mean, I can't say because I could probably meet somebody tomorrow morning and we date a year and we probably shacking up. So,
you know, somebody be like, yeah, boo, you know, I got this big old 7-bedroom house over here. You want to move in?
Listen, like, 7 bedrooms?
Do I got to pay bills?
No. Right. It's like, no, you don't got to pay no bills. All right. I'm out. I'm calling my dad like, Dad, let's find somebody to rent this little house over here because I'm fitting to be out or whatever. But I don't know. But I think shacking up has its benefits. But then it has the negatives. It's negatives to it. Yeah. So y'all tell us what y'all think about this shacking up stuff because
there's a lot of it going on.
A lot. And again, we're not having this discussion to down what nobody doing because I'm just not doing it because I ain't in no serious relationship.
I've been.
Let's believe if I was probably digging somebody like that. It'll probably be different. But like I said, I kind of want to move different this time. When I do meet somebody that I'm digging, I know it's so easy to say when you're not dating and then you meet somebody and then you be doing everything that you said, you know, like in your mind while you single, you got it all planned out. Like, okay, boom, I ain't going to do this. And then it happened and then it's like, you so in love, so you feel, and then it's like you doing this, and this, and I'm like, damn. But I really, really, really want to do things different this time when I do get in a serious relationship. So this is not against anyone who's shacking up, because baby, I've done it, and I'm only not doing it because I'm not in nothing serious. So no, I'm not saying only because, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. I'm just trying to do good.
Trying to be a better person for the new year.
Yes, for 2020. Okay. What are y'all New Year's resolutions? You have any New Year's resolution, Tosh?
I'm done with making New Year's resolutions from like 5 years ago. I'm not making no New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, I don't.
I ain't following none of them, so I'm not making. So what my New Year's resolution is going to be nothing this year. Just maybe something to come through. And I'll just, let it flow.
I had an episode like when I first started my podcast. It was called New Year, No New Me. You know what I'm saying? It's a new year, but I'm not working on a new me. I'm not. This New Year's, I'm just trying to excel every day and just really trying to live my life and bring on new things. But I'm not gonna say, it's a new year, so new me. Nah, I'm just going with the flow and trying to just progress day by day. But I know a lot of people. I'm working on gaining some weight. You know, try to get thick out here these city streets.
I'll give some of mine.
Listen, I'll take it. My friend had asked me a question to ask on the podcast, and I can't even remember. It was something that happened on. Okay, I'm gonna ask you real quick. It was something that happened on the Breakfast Club. I guess a question. I guess somebody, husband cheated on them, and I guess the question was, would you pray for your husband and the person that he cheated with? Like, I guess, ask for forgiveness and pray for them, but continue to work on your marriage because you don't want to, like, do you believe in praying for the person that your husband or significant other cheated with?
Oh, I seen that.
I didn't. She called me this morning, was telling me about it.
I don't know. We're gonna say that one for the next show, but that's why I'm about to break that down.
Oh, okay. So maybe
we gotta break that down.
Okay. So that's a question. We gotta remember.
We're gonna save that one for the next show.
We gotta remember that, but
because that's gonna be easy to remember. That's the next topic.
That's the next topic. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got a lot to say about that. I didn't think that would have been I wouldn't think.
It ain't a bad thing, but it's stuff to be broken down in that. You just. I don't know, but there's stuff to be broken down in that. So it's not because it's there's a different. It just depends on the situation. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to try to remember that to see how you feel about that, because she was asking me this morning. But yes, guys. So just let us know what y'all think. Y'all believe in shacking up? What's the benefits of shacking up? What's the negatives of shacking up? So let us know what y'all think. You have anything else you have to say, Tosh?
No, I don't have anything else I need to say. I was trying to think if we had a quote with Miss Ziggy, because normally Ziggy got like a
Wisdom Wednesday
or a quote. So
you got one this week?
I don't have one right now. No, but shoot, I was gonna say something slick out my mouth, but I'm like, no.
Like what?
Since we talking about the shacking up, just don't do it. But no, I don't got a quote this week or any wisdom for y'all.
But y'all, just let us know what y'all feel about that. We gonna sign off on that note. So thanks for listening to the Traveling Pants of a Single Mom, and we out.
Peace out.